Yeah, hi everyone. This is part three of a series of videos I'm going to do um, about the courtesy notices and stuff like that. If people are not too sure about it. And the first two I touched upon, certain aspects of it. This one I'm really going to just go through the process of how to do the courtesy notices leading up to invoices. I think a lot of people have not just a bit unsure about how to do it, but all the information's out there. Um, if everyone's not familiar with the social network that I had, Direct Democracy Network, I posted all of the documents that were filed by UCC from the One People's Public Trust, now known as the One People. So if anyone wants just an easy access to it, because it's quite hard to find the original filings now on OPPT because the site doesn't exist anymore, because obviously they've imploded the One People's Public Trust to now be known as One People. So okay, so the courtesy notices, some of them look like this. They're a little bit different now, but these are the original ones that were put out. Um, Now, a lot of people asking me, respondent, proponent, what's all that mean? But well, anyway, respondent is the person you're sending it to, and the proponent is you. So anyway, look, the courtesy notices are very simple, really, when you look at them to fill out. All the information is there, and as I said to you before, it's all about the intentions of your actions. Don't worry about um, all the other negative things that you've had happen to you, and what's happened to you in the past, and why it's led you to start the courtesy notices. A lot of people are just using them to inform people, which is good, because the more people that get informed about what's actually taken place, the better. I mean, it doesn't have to be because you've had a correspondence. It could be that you just feel that you need to let people know, even on the street. Just go out and just point people to this sort of stuff, because the more people know, the better. But anyway, so the courtesy notices, you got to a point where you either receive correspondence or whatever. So you start with your courtesy notice. Now, as I said to you before, the courtesy notice is only a notification. You cannot send it just because you feel that touching on it again, you feel like you've been hard done by, you feel like someone's hurt you, or this and that, and the rest of it. Doesn't work like that. So when you send your courtesy notice, make sure that you fill it out correctly, because if you, as I say, there's certain steps you need to take, and if you miss one of them steps along the process, then obviously the result you want is not going to come. So, I mean, as I said before, the three courtesy notices that you will send, this is when you get correspondence from, say, speeding fines or warrants or stuff like that. Now, a warrant we can deal with a bit differently, but courtesy notice of speeding fines, for instance, what you need to do is you need to find out who sent it to you, because normally when you get infringement, there's no name on it. It's just, fines.vic.gov. And when you phone them up, and I've had this experience, they don't give you any name, because they're not taking liability. So you have to do a bit of research. And there is a list, I think, put up on Facebook of all of the people involved with certain companies that send you infringements. And I won't go into the name because, anyway. So, but I think you know who I'm talking about. CCV, that's all I'm going to say. But anyway, so if you find out who sent you the letter, or who made claim to this infringement, then you need to send it to that person individually. It's no good sending it to any company, because the company doesn't exist. So we're now dealing with people on an individual level. So when you send your first courtesy notice, make sure you've got the name and address of that person, even if the address is in a company, it doesn't matter. But as long as you've actually stipulated that it's going to that one person, then that's fine. Now, if you get a letter back saying, oh, these don't have any legal standing and we don't recognise them, well, then you send them another one. Send them another one. I advise that the second one you do, you fill out the terms and conditions. The first one you don't. So, okay, so you send them the second one. They keep responding. You send them the third. Now, the third is going to have the same as the second, but you're just going to fill out, as I said, you're going to fill out the respondent, which is name here, and then the address, and then the proponent is your name and your address. Doesn't matter how you write your name. A lot of people are worried about how they write their name, and is it in block capitals, is it lowercase. It doesn't matter, because by you writing it means that you created it, so it's got to be you. So you can write your name however you like. Alright? You only have to worry when people send you letters with your name and any derivative of your name, because then you can determine that that isn't you. So you can actually send it back if you want. Just put RSVP. I did that before. I said RSVP. No straw man lives here. Why not? You know, it's just whatever. Just having some fun. So I mean, have some fun with this, right? Don't worry that people send you infringements and notices to pay and all this sort of stuff. Because if you think that what they're doing to you is harming you in any way, well then we're going to use this as a tool to say, okay, well, this is my terms and conditions, and if you wish to harm me in any further direction and any further manner, then here's my schedule of fees. That's how much it's going to cost you to carry on in your actions. But you've got to remember, this is just one tool. You don't have to, I'm not asking everyone to use this. I'm just trying to put a really simple explanation on how they work. So now there's a lot of people, as I keep saying, there's a lot of people out there still really don't understand the power that you could have by writing with love and with happiness and with all this positive energy you put into this. The positive results will come. And please don't ask me how that works, because I don't have the answer to that. I just know in my heart that if you ask for this, something, it will come, it will help. Now you have to lose all your faith in this, right? Don't have to have faith in this. It's not a belief system. This is just something that we all have to realise, is that we are all energy. We use energy. We suck energy out of the source field out there. I mean, this is we are the most powerful energy on this planet, and this is why these people harvest our energy, because if we didn't put energy into the system wouldn't function. So what you're trying to do with this is actually suck the energy out of the system, because what we've got is they're on their last battery of energy, and there is no regeneration of this, because once everyone starts to get familiar with the courtesy notices and how they work, after a while they'll be obsolete. You won't need them, because the system would be in such dire straits that they would know, they would know what's going on. So hopefully by the end of all of this, and obviously by the end of all these videos I've done, you won't need to use the courtesy notices, and you won't need to go down the track of paperwork and all this, because it would just be a foregone conclusion. All you'd have to state is, certain statements, and that'll be gone. And also, yeah, as I said, I touched upon on one of my videos, I'm going to try and put together some sort of simple booklet that's very easy to understand. Not just on courtesy notices, but how we can utilise all of these, as I've called them, to coin the phrase earlier, technologies. We can use them all together. So, yeah, so I'll just finish up here, and then I'll post another one, because I'm running out of time. But thanks everyone for listening.